Hello, I am Rebecca Swig, and I'm doing the bone video for the appendicular skeleton. First off, I'm going to point out the pectoral girdle, which is right up here. The joints of the pectoral girdle are acromioclavicle joint and the sternoclavicle joint. The joints in the pelvic girdle, which is down here, are two sacroiliac joints, the sacrosagittal symphysis and the pubic symphysis is over here. The pectoral girdle is up here. The clavicle is over here. The scapula is in the back. The clavicle, the acromial end and the sternal end, it's up over here, and the sternal end is back here. The scapula, we're going to go to the back, is back here. The coronoid process is over here. The subscapular fossa is over here. The glenoid cavity is up here. The spine is this part right here. The acromion is way up here on the top. The supraspinatus fossa is up there too. The infraspinatus fossa is right in the middle. The sternoclavicle joint is right over here. And the acromioclavicular joint is right there. Now to do the arm. Here's his arm right here. The humerus is the big bone up top. The head is up here. The greater tubercle and the lesser tubercle are right here, greater, and then the lesser is on the inside. The deltoid tuberosity is right back here. The medial epicondyle is right here near the elbow, along with the lateral epicondyles back here too. The coronoid fossa is over here. And the coronoid process, this is where what goes in here, and that is the coronoid process of the ulna. The capitulum is over here, and it's the head, what it says articulates with what bone, and that is the head of the radius. The trochlea is over here, and what bone does that articulate with? And that's the trochlear notch of the ulna. And then the acromion fossa, which is way over, is back here near the elbow, and what goes in there, and that is the summit of the acromion. Now we're going to do the ulna, and the ulna is this bone right here. I'll bring it over. The ulna is this bone right here. The acromion is over here near the elbow. The coronoid process is down right here. The styloid process is down at the bottom near the wrist. And the radius, the head is up here near the elbow. The radial tuberosity is right there. And then down by the wrist is the styloid process. Now the hand, which is also called the carpus, the proximal row, which is right here. Oops, sorry. The proximal roll, which is closest to the wrist, is the scaphoid bone is right here, then the lunate, then the trichial, and then the pisiform. And then the distal roll is right here, which is closer to the metatarsals, and that is right over here near the thumb is the trapezium, and the trapezoid, the capitulate, and then the hamate, which is right there. And then we have the metacarpals and the phalanges. Now we're going to do the pelvic girdle, which is right here. The coxal bone is the entire hip bone. There are 3 bones that fuse together to make the coxal bone, and that is these 3 bones right here. The acetabulum, which is where it attaches to the leg. The pubic symphysis is right here. The arbitrar foramen is this hole right here. The iliac crest is over here. The anterior superior iliac spine is over there. The iliac fossa is over here. The greater sciatic notch is where it's back here. The ischial spine is where the bottom, where it attaches to the leg. And the ischial tuberosity is right back here. Now we're going to do the femur, which is this big part of the leg. The head is up here where it attaches to the hip. The greater trochanter is this bump. The lesser trochanter is over here. The adductor tubercle is over here by the knee. The medial appendicite and the lateral appendicile is over here, near the patella. The medial and lateral condyles are back here. And then the patella is the kneecap. Now we're going to do the tibia. The tibia is this bone right here. The medial and the lateral condyles are up here. The tibial tuberosity is right there. The medial malleus is right here by the ankle. The proximal and the distal tibial-fibular joints are right here, and that is where the tibia and the fibula connect. The fibula is a smaller bone right here. The head is at the top, and the lateral malleolus is right down here by the ankle. The tarsus, which is the foot. What bone does the talus articulate with? And that's the tibia, the fibula, the calcaneus, and the navicular. The talus is back here. The calcaneus is the heel. The cuboid is the top outside, up here. The navicular is over here as well, kind of right here. The medial, intermediate, and the lateral cuneiform bones are right here. The medial is closer to the big toe, the intermediate, and then the lateral. The metatarsus are the toes, right here. The phalanges are at the very end of the toes, and the hallux is the big toe. Thank you.